Alright. Hey guys, it's your boy Lama Live once again. Welcome to another video of mine. Let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I know, it's been a while, I haven't talked about Sonic or that whole genre at all since the Sonic Omen series, but I'm back. I haven't even talked about the previous movies at all, so I do apologize. This whole time I kind of just been, skeptical. I've been skeptical. If this movie came out 10 years ago, I'll be riding the train so hard. But right now, I've kind of just been watching it from the sidelines. I've been watching it from a distance. So the past two movies of Sonic the Hedgehog, I've just been like, okay. Not really in the teapot. I'm watching it cook. But then Sonic the Hedgehog 3, this movie had one job: bring in Shadow, make it epic, and not fumble the hype. And did it succeed? Yeah, it kinda did, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are back, and the dynamic is fun, but let's be real here, Shadow is the main event. This dude finally makes his live action appearance, and yeah, he's got the attitude, he got the chaos powers, and he has that edginess that we all love. Or we all love to learn over the years, and they actually give him some depth. He has that broodiness, he throws hands, and most of all, Shadow is probably a lot more popular than Sonic, low key, depending who you ask. And then there's also obviously Dr. Eggman with Jim Carrey's return, after saying like, oh, some guy has to bring him like a golden script for him to act again, and somehow this came Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But honestly, his return, I think he carries it, to be honest with you. He carries the role, and obviously this movie, I don't know if this was even a movie, to be honest with you. Oh gosh, I'm getting off the hand here, but seriously though, Dr. Eggman, Jim Carrey, he came back doing something more interesting. Now let's talk about the action. The fight scenes, there's more stakes, I suppose, because it deals with spoilers, I guess, sorry. A little bit ranting here and there, but the stakes are a lot bigger, I suppose. The CGI is pretty solid. I watched this movie 3 times, let me tell you. 3 times. Honestly, at what point do these movies not get old? I have no idea, because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, it's just Sonic versus Eggman. Yeah, we're always coming back to this, just rehashing these old game plots, these old plots in general. But somehow they make it interesting. It's not just Sonic versus Eggman, they always have to add in something. Some other Chaos Emerald, some other new character, just to mix the pot a little bit. I'm just can't believe we're on the 3rd one now, and how are they actually going to push the story forward? Or are we just going to be fed this nostalgia in a shiny new package? Because watching the movie, I was just literally getting like, wow, all these references, all these screenshots came together from all these previous games that we played before. I'm like, yeah, let's go, Sonic 3, it's a fun movie, I guess. I'm not sure if the movie is the right term, because it's also an advertisement, but it's good enough, it's good enough to keep the fans happy, and it's good enough to entertain you for a bit. Not gonna lie, it definitely make me happy. And the nostalgia, just like the Spider-Mans and all that kind of stuff, it hit me hard. Because at the end of the day, the plot of it is not that interesting. But what makes it cool, the cool action scenes and the CGI and how they kind of blend it all together. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. What do you guys think about Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Because I liked it. Shadow the Hedgehog was one of the first edgiest games I ever got. I got it for PS2 back in the day. And I was really hoping they make a whole nother Shadow the Hedgehog movie in itself, but they kind of combine elements from that game, plus Sonic Adventures, plus some other Sonic game I probably forgot to mention. But all those past events that happened to him with Maria and the rivalry between Sonic and Hedgehog, it's a classic tale, My only beef is the voice acting for Sonic and Shadow, because you could really tell that Shadow is older than Sonic, which I guess it makes sense. He's like, maybe it does make sense. I don't know who's older or not, because Sonic's voice is so childlike. It's a little annoying given the sort of danger he's been putting. It's not like Sonic X, the TV show, that his voice was a lot more high-pitched and happier. But in this one, it's high, a little bit the annoying high-pitch though. And Shadow the Hedgehog, I'm thankful that he's not talking a lot in this movie, because if Keanu Reeves or whatever was talking so much, it would have killed his vibe so much. Like, Shadow is a talker, but he doesn't have that. Keanu Reeves, no hate to him, but he doesn't have that like edginess in his voice. He just sounds cold and bored. And Shadow has that demeanor as well, but sometimes he does get rival up, you know. So thankfully the movie doesn't talk so much, but I really would love to see him more. So I'm hoping he does come back. I mean, they kind of do, spoilers at the end. You have Metal Sonic and Amy coming back. Everyone's talking about that first ending scene, but you're not talking about the last ending scene where Shadow's rings, he literally landed on the earth somewhere and Shadow came and picked it up from the earth. No one's talking about that. No one's talking about the sacrifice that he did. It's a bit strange. It's a bit strange. Like, we're talking about the first ending credits, but not the second ending credits. So I'm like a little bit puzzled by that for some reason. But anyways, why did I say it was an advertisement of a movie? Because you could tell a lot of the sequences are random and they tried so hard to put it all together. Like, each scene was so random. A lot of location traveling, and I'm just like, it's so random. We were at a cave, we're in America, we're in London, we're in Tokyo. The timing in which these guys go to location didn't make any sense at all, so you really have to suspense your belief for a very long time because it doesn't make any sense. But you're just there sitting at the screen observing every little thing and all the little action sequences which you could get from all these previous game cutscenes you played before. You're envisioning what you've been watching for the past like 15 years ago or plus. All those cutscenes you've been like watching on YouTube, you've been playing these games, you just have these iconic sequences imprinted in your mind, and watching it play out on screen was just like roll of tapes. Obviously, watching it in the movie action, it irks me a little bit because everything's happening so fast. Hence why I'm calling it the advertisement. Like, you have to be, your brain must be on some kind of high drug to capture whatever you're seeing, because it's high dopamine. Like, it's non-stop. Everything's like flashing. As opposed to the cutscenes in the games, it's a lot more slowed down, a lot more slow motion going on. Therefore, you can see what's actually going on. So, low key, I prefer the game sequences than the movie action ones, because movie action ones were like, okay, let's show this scene for a couple frames and move on. You know, it was happening so fast, especially when you had the Sonic and Shadow on their super mode. All that was happening so fast, you didn't get a chance to sort of indulge the power-ups and what they can do, because they're just flying across the earth like it was nothing, as opposed to the games. It's a bit slower than that. They were doing some crazy things, but it wasn't that crazy just yet, because he's just discovering this new power. I was like, bro, like, chill. But anyways, everyone did a fantastic job. The only thing about the human interaction, I wish I saw more of that, because the whole point of Sonic is like, oh, you have the Sonic characters as well as the human side of things, and you have the demon side of things. So to see that could come together sooner or later down the line in a couple of years, it'd be nice to see all those things. And I'm not sure where they're going to take the direction of Shadow or even Sonic, because can Sonic mature up like in the Sonic Boom series? That series was so funny. I love that series so much. I'm not too sure where they're going to get inspiration from, not just the games, but also the Sonic show, Sonic X, I believe. Because all that rivalry is old school. It never dies. It's constantly happening. So I'm really hoping to see what comes next. But anyways, I'm ranting for too long. I suggest watch this movie if you're a Sonic fan. If you're a Sonic 2 fan, do not watch this, because I know there's a lot of crazy fans out there. Like, I'm a fan, but I ain't that fan crazy. But Metal Sonic is back, Amy's coming through, and who knows, Sonic is still alive. So it's good to see, But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe for more. Sorry this video is not me making fun of the movie itself, because I could potentially, but I just want to praise the effort and my younger self that this actually came out. So I'm just happy and grateful that this came out. This is a tale old as time. Modern movies these days, just rehashing these things, so when you see it, you already know. So it's hard for me to make fun of something that's already been done over and over again. So I'm just here watching from a distance. I'm no longer hopping on the train, because being mixed up with this chaos is just not worth it anymore. And if I see a really bad movie, I will definitely make fun of it. But so far, you know, I'm just praising movies that I like watching as a good entertainment. But again, this is like a big advertisement, because there's a lot of dancing, there's a lot of singing, there's a lot of random scenes that are just so known for like kids who just eat that up. So anyways, enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.